Ready?
I'm ready.
Welcome everyone, I'm here talking with Andrew Hurd, who played not only one but two roles in Star Wars The Return of the Jedi. Hi Andrew, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine,
That's
thank
for you.
you. And you? Everyone good there?
Right now, I'm awesome. I'm in a fucking great day. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to come chat with you. So let's begin with the interview.
Okay, that's fine by me.
I want to know what were your first steps into the acting career? When did you know you want to be an actor?
Well, I didn't really. It was luck. There was an article in a newspaper saying they were having problems finding little guys to play Ewoks in the new Star Wars film that was coming out. And my mother actually saw it, and she said, "Have you seen this?" And I said, "No." And so there was a phone number, so I called them, and I said how tall. They asked how tall I was, and they said, "Oh, fantastic! Can you come to the studios tomorrow morning?" I didn't live far away, actually. Half an hour in the car, and I went there the next morning, and they said, "Perfect. Can you go to the wardrobe and measure up for a costume?" And that's how it all started.
So actually, you really fit the character.
Yes, I suppose so. Yeah,
Well, that's awesome. And your first movie was Star Wars.
that's right. Return of the Jedi. Yes, as an Ewok.
Whoa. Whoa. What did you think when you saw the costume for the first time? Like this little teddy bear?
Yes. Yeah, it looked really nice, but it was really uncomfortable to wear. But it was lovely. They look great when you see them, but inside the costume they got a lot of foam and padding, and it's really hot.
Oh, yeah, I can imagine that. So all the fur and the makeup, it would
Yeah.
be really awkward.
Yes.
Actually, it looks awkward.
Very uncomfortable. We lost a lot of weight.
I can imagine that. But the Ewok was not your only your only role in the movie. You also play like a Jawa.
Yeah, that's right. We'd finished playing Ewoks. We were 2 weeks on Ewoks, and we'd finished. And they asked, the director came to ask, would we be able to play Jawas for another 2-3 weeks in Jabba's palace? And we said, yeah, no problem. Four of us got asked. So, but in Jabba's palace, it looks like there's a lot more, but there was only 4, and they moved us around. Every time they moved the camera around, they moved us around. So it looked like there was a lot more Jawas.
Okay, I have literally a million questions about the Jabba's palace.
Right.
What did you feel when you were inside palace, just looking at Jabba the Hutt?
Yeah, it was a bit strange because we didn't even know what he was, and he was made out of latex, and there were 3 or 4 people inside him. One of the Ewoks, and one of the guys that played the Ewok was the tail of Jabba also, and a good friend of mine, Mike Edmonds. And but no, we didn't, because it was all new to us then, it was we didn't really know what was happening. So, but it was fantastic. And the Jawa costumes are much nicer to wear than the Ewok costumes.
This is a little uncomfortable question, but do you have any souvenir from the customs? If you know what I mean.
Yes. No, the security was very tight. With the Jawas, it wasn't so bad because they'd already been seen. But for the Ewoks, it was the first time they were going to be seen. And some of the guys smoke. So when they went outside for a cigarette, they were never allowed to wear the full costume. Oh. So if you took a picture of it, you only get the legs well, just the legs. You were only allowed out with the legs on, so nobody actually got anything. Nothing at all.
That's a pity.
Yeah. But the palace.
So
we were allowed to take photos because it wasn't like a secret, that part. But the Ewoks was very top secret.
Coming once more to the Jawa's palace, you were filming with Luke Skywalker, with Lando Calrissian, with Princess Leia.
Yeah.
Did you realize in that moment that the movie will be a huge success?
Not really, no. It was fantastic, actually. We had a great time and were lovely. Because me and a fellow Jawa called Brian, his name is Brian Wheeler. He also lived near me, and we both did all the costume work for the Jawas and also for the Ewoks, for the testing and everything. And because we lived near the studios, we got all these extra jobs, which was fantastic. And but we had to. Mark Hamill was hanging in the what do you call it? The pit in front of Jabba, and we had to hit Mark Hamill's hands with these rubber rifles. So he falls in the pit and hopefully gets eaten by the monster that's down below. So they actually cut the scene, so it never got put in the film.
So you literally got the chance to hit Mark Hamill's hands.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I assume just very few people could say that. I mean,
I suppose so.
I don't know how many people hit Mark Hamill's hands.
But he was a lovely guy. He was a practical joker, and we had great fun with Mark Hamill. He was a lovely guy.
So this is a kind of tricky question.
Yeah.
Are you a fan of Star Wars?
Not really.
I told you it's a tricky one.
Yes, I get that. I get that asked that question quite a few times at conventions, and I say sometimes they're fine about it, and sometimes they get actually quite angry with me. It's really funny, and I like Star Wars. I tell you what I do like. I am a big fan of, and that is the Mandalorian, the series.
Oh.
Have you seen that yet? Have you seen it?
Yes, I've seen it. Yesterday was the last chapter of
That's
season
right.
2.
Yeah, I saw it this morning, and I love that series. It's fantastic. Yes, I actually liked it better than Star Wars. Actually.
That's all on the interview. We are truly thankful.
You're very welcome.
You are a really nice person.
Thank you.
I love you. That's all I can say.
You're very nice.
You really make a path in my mind, in me.
Yeah.
And I recognize it.
Oh,
That's
okay.
for you.
Oh, thank you very much. That's lovely. It was lovely talking to you. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you, and have a Merry Christmas.
And you have a nice Christmas.